Okay, so we are back, and today really we're going to talk about one thing. And no, it's not how good I look and how jacked I am in my Newcastle shirt. I do it for my boy Jordy. Shout out Brian. And speaking of Brian, aka True Jordy, he dropped a podcast yesterday with Logan Paul himself, aka Lohan's Logan if you're an OG here. And if you're new, just call him the Ponzi scheme Polaroid picture taker. I don't know. And speaking of Logan's crypto bidding war, you might want to protect your money. I don't mean those big, bulky, square, ugly things you carry around in your back pocket. Let's just say I got a solution for you thanks to today's video sponsor, Extra. You guys want to know why no one wants to pick up your billfold? Well, probably because it's bulky, it sits in your back pocket and collects butt sweat. Instead, why not go with something more simple like a leather-bound Senate card holder? Bang, there go your cards. Cash can be held here as well. It's nice and sleek, it's slim, it fits in your front pocket so you don't have any issues with any kind of smells. And if leather's not your thing and you want a more gunmetal look, maybe something more aluminum, we have card holders here for you as well. Again, with the cash clip, we're talking about the most slim and efficient wallet you can have. Pick up an Extra card holder today or a Parliament wallet. Either way, you're getting a great deal when you click my affiliate link down in the description. 20% off for the summer sale of a lifetime. You do not want to miss it. Once again, click the link down in the description for 20% off all summer long. Thank you to Extra for sponsoring this video. Now, let's get back to the breakdown. So like I said, Logan Paul on True Jordy's podcast, apparently he calls out everyone under the sun, but there is a such thing as saying too much, and it could affect him down the road. What do I mean? The breakdown. Let's go.
What's this guy looking for? What are you looking for, Logan?
I'm impatient. I'll get ready.
This guy is such a fucking character.
Alright.
I don't want to accuse anyone of anything here, but this looks like a man, as Drake would say, was in the bathroom doing things that weren't Pepsi, if you get my drift. And we have two. You can't see it. Hold on. Hold the fuck on. He has 2 coffees. 2. I hope everything's all right with Logan, but that, I mean, just the first 10 seconds of this vid look like a guy that is on a full fucking bender.
Let's talk boxing, all right?
Let's fucking do it.
Floyd Mayweather said he was going to pay you. Paid you your upfront money. Didn't give you your pay-per-view share.
Floyd's dumb as hell.
How much do you think this guy owes you? Because when I was in here, I remember you talking about the millions that you thought you were going to get from that.
Yeah.
Should have got.
Yeah.
How much
Should
do
have.
you think he owes you?
My guess is between 2 and 5. 2 and 5 mil.
And the sad part for Logan is Floyd's probably not going to give it to him because I think, again, Logan rushed in to a fight with Floyd without really looking at this contract, and I think he got caught. I think Floyd got him.
Before you fight Floyd Mayweather, I'll do whatever you fucking need, bro.
Yeah.
Tell me where to sign. Now I'm like, oh, maybe we should have had some sort of escrow account, like an arbitrator, or like someone running the deal instead of Mayweather Promotions. I've said too much on this podcast.
Logan's going to have to weigh, what is it worth, $2 to $5 million getting in the ring with Floyd for his personal brand? That's the question. And there could be an argument there that, yeah, it is worth that kind of money for Logan's next fight, but I don't know if I'd go that far. I think it was still a huge fucking mistake.
Do you think any internet boxer, YouTube boxer, would have survived against Floyd?
I'd say no.
The answer is no.
No, I'd say no.
The answer is absolutely fucking not. Not even my own brother.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm fast. I was able to hit him, barely. A couple times.
But you were able to hit him because of your style, and that's the point, is because you have like reflex base and you're on the back foot and he was coming in. Jake is an aggressor, and that's what Floyd loves. So you counterpunched him, and that's why you got him a couple of times. You know what I mean? That's the way to get Floyd, really.
I can't get over how out of this fucking world Logan is right now. So who could survive versus Floyd in a fight? Well, one of the biggest things you're going to have to find is someone with a big body, big frame, weighs a lot more. Like Logan says 30 pounds, but it was more like 40 to 50 that he outweighed Floyd by on that night. And the only other guy in this scene that is around Logan's weight has the same or more experience than Logan and is shown to be able to pop his jab and keep guys off him going backward is Jake. But mainly it was Logan's ability to lean and weigh on Floyd Mayweather and to take shots from him. Jake can take as many shots, I think, as Logan could and put weight on him in the same way that Logan did. I'm not saying he would have done as good, but I do think he would have survived.
Who would you want to fight now, though? Is it hard because you fought the lad, like one of the GOATs? Now where do you go? Back to YouTube? Austin McBroom, one of those guys?
No. I'm going to piece up Dylan Dennis.
Oh! Interesting. Dylan Dennis, huh?
Dude is the fucking gum that sticks to the bottom of your shoe when you walk on the street.
So true.
That dude sucks.
So
I'm gonna
true.
shut his ass up. He'll talk about getting in the ring.
Yeah.
with me. He'll talk about it. Make no mistake. He'll do his little trolling online. It'll get a little attention. But the moment you sign that contract, and especially the moment that you're in the ring across from me, the story's gonna change a little bit. It's much scarier than you think, and you're gonna get hit with a big fucking shot where you're gonna wake up and realize that, oh, I've made a grave error.
All right, so Dylan Dennis. Now, it is interesting that Logan gets this riled up by Dylan Dennis. Like, by the way, I do know that one of Dylan's guys pulled a gun on Big Mike.
Like the jiu-jitsu shit, you got to legit worry about.
Who, Dylan?
Dylan, yeah.
100%. I agree. He's one of the best jiu-jitsu guys in the world. Actually, here in New York one time, we were at a party. This was when Dylan was on crutches, and one of his boys pulled a gun on Mike.
So it's become personal, and I understand that. And yes, I would favor Logan in a boxing match by a pretty heavy margin right now because he's actually done this. We'll see how it all works out. Like, Dylan's still with Bellator. I know Scott Coker said he wants to work with Logan Paul, and Bellator is letting some guys go and do other things, and I think it's probably in Bellator's best interest to let him fight Logan because it could be a little one-for-one situation. Dylan comes to boxing, Logan goes to MMA. I think that could actually work in this situation and not many others. So I'm down for this fight. I like it.
The next person that I get in the ring with will not walk out of that ring conscious.
Oh, he is feeling himself after the Floyd fight.
I'm fired up, Jordy. And
Jesus, man.
There's some good up-and-coming boxers as well coming into YouTube, though. Like, there was that FaZe kid who looked really good. There's Kenny, who looks pretty good out of Beta Squad. And also FaZe Sensei.
Yeah, let's go. My boy Sensei. They couldn't have got a better picture of my guy Sensei, though. Like, they got a beautiful picture of Temper. And they got this of my boy Sensei. Just, come on, Brian. Disrespectful, bruh.
a couple things. There's levels to the shit.
I knew it.
As in Dylan Dennis is 40 in MMA.
There's a couple things. One, you have to be able to sell a fight.
Yeah.
And then B, I just don't think those fights would be on par.
Okay.
I don't think people would believe that it could be a good fight.
I would agree with him that two of the fighters there are not on his level as far as actual skill in the ring. And that would be right now FaZe Temper, because I think FaZe Temper is just now getting his sea legs in this thing, and King Kenny. And again, I wouldn't even necessarily say it's skill-based completely. Like, yes, Logan's skill, his ability has been shown on a higher level than any of these guys have fought, including my boy Sensei. That's just a fact. Now, listen, I've said this for a long time now. I think skill for skill, Sensei is one of the best guys in this scene. And I do think with a full camp, with the time to train, that even though Logan is a big, strong guy, good link, good frame, I think Sensei would give him problems if, again, he could maneuver Logan's jab. But I do think Sensei and Logan is a fun matchup that Logan won't ever take. And fair play, he doesn't have to. Logan and Sensei, it doesn't make a lot of sense for Logan. I'm just saying skill for skill, that's a fun one, and one I think would surprise a lot of people.
Can we talk about Jake's next fight? He's fighting Tommy by the looks of it.
Is that out yet?
It's pretty.
Ooh, is it out yet? As in Logan knows it's happening behind the scenes, but it's not supposed to say anything yet because it's not public. And leaked fight, Tommy and Jake and MSG. I think it's the one we all knew was going to happen, but we might as well call him Leaky Logan now because he's dropping way too much stuff he should not be saying on this podcast.
Should we break the fight down a little? What do you think? How do you say it going? Jake's looking like he's putting a bit of muscle on. We've seen Tommy get caught with the right hand in his fights, but the fights were against guys who weren't that good. But what Tommy's lot are going to say is, look at who Jake's fought. They're not on our level either.
Bro, are you fucking... That's not even like let's be objective. Tommy's opponents were put in against Tommy to lose.
To be fair, outside, I'm not saying that guys were put in to lose to Jake, right? They knew that Ben Askren was not a very competitive fight, even though I didn't. Gibb was obviously not a very competitive fight for Jake either. I think most of the guys on Tommy's resume would beat everyone on Jake's resume except Tyron Woodley, and that would only be a couple guys. And I still think guys like Jeremy Grant would beat Tyron Woodley. I do think that. So yes, Tommy's fought a bunch of cans, but it's not like Jake has fought any professional boxers that have done it for any length of period of time, good or not. So I get what Logan's saying. I would say level of competition, it's not too far apart here. I really don't think so. Outside of Tyron Woodley, and that is a big, big deal for Jake. That fight was huge for him, absolutely.
I felt like with Woodley, it was a bit of a messy fight, the last one, but again, it was that knockout punch. Yeah, and you see him just finding a way to land that shot.
I don't know if it's that shot. He's looking sharp. Punches and bunches.
Combos. I wouldn't try to go volume for volume with Tommy if I was in Jake and BJ's camp. Not because Jake can't do it, but I think it just opens up more risk to Tommy landing something that normally, if you don't try to stay in the pocket volume for volume and you step out, wait for Tommy to overthrow, boom, big right hand over the top, he usually will give you that opportunity. The more you go back and forth with a volume puncher like Tommy, I just think it gives him more opportunities to land scoring shots that he normally wouldn't if you pop your jab and stay around and bang something on the counterpunch. That's all. And Jake's shown the ability to do both, so fair play.
What about KSI? Let's go on to him. He's fighting Alex Wasabi by the looks of it.
Is he?
Looks like that's the one. Alex looked pretty good in that. He was fit, jabbing and moving.
Yep.
You got JJ, who says he's been working a lot and is going to look totally different.
Yeah. He says that every time.
I do believe KSI is going to show a lot more technique than he showed against Logan, but he does say that he's changed his style and he's going to look completely different. He said it in both Logan fights.
I've just heard that before, and I know there's a dog that comes out of him when he gets in the ring that sometimes may revert him to the windmill punches,
type,
which I don't think will matter with Alex Wasabi.
Well, Alex Wasabi, though, his style, he's going to be on his bike. He's going to be running, jab, run.
Yeah, and I hope it works, dude, because if one of JJ's fucking cannonballs hits you, like, that's tough, dude. Those are hard punches.
Yeah.
I said this in our last video. KSI, you know, whatever he's doing with shoot fighters in London, at some point in this fight, he's either going to get fed up with Alex being in there for longer than he wanted him to be, or he might get a little overexcited at the start of the fight, and those windmills will come out. And like Logan said, I agree with this too. It probably won't be a huge difference. Again, anyone can get hurt, and Alex catching on a counter punch as KSI moves forward with momentum, definitely a problem, but I still expect KSI to have a significant power advantage. His gas tank seems like it's impenetrable, even though, again, we'll have to see how it looks after 3 years off, you know, a little bit different. Either way, I do expect, though, that KSI at least brings out 1 or 2 windmills, and they, like Logan said, they land heavy, they hurt. They don't look the best aesthetically, but those motherfuckers absolutely hurt. They put Logan down.
Because he's making that road to Jake Paul. Surely we're talking, like, one of the biggest fights of the decade. In terms of money.
I agree. I might even try to hop on the
undercard.
The undercard.
Oh.
If KSI and Jake actually goes down, which it looks like more and more, depending on what KSI does in this next fight, it is a possibility. That card will be the end-all, be-all in YouTube boxing. Like, if you're on that card, it is ridiculous paydays for everyone involved. Like, it's just one of the biggest fights that you can make in either YouTube or pro boxing. Pro boxing people do not want to hear that, but it absolutely is.
That'd be the craziest card ever.
Oh, yeah.
If I find the right dance partner and I'm the co-main event for Jake Paul and KSI.
I wonder, what about Gib?
For me?
Yeah.
Jordy, what do you think this is?
Gib's good. Gib will give you a good fight.
No, he would. Jordy, I will go spar Gib right now. Right from here. I will leave this podcast hungover and go spar Gib. He won't make it out of 2 rounds.
Gib versus McBroom, the winner. Whoever wins, that could be a good fight for you. Just putting that out there.
I don't know, man. I love Brian, but I don't know about that one. The size disparity we saw with Jake and Gib is already a big enough issue. Jake and Logan are about the same size, and Logan would do similar things that Jake did to Gib. I think Logan's jab might even be a little better than Jake's is. Maybe that fight would go a little longer just because Logan's hesitancy to throw, but I don't see Gib posing a threat to hurt Logan with big, powerful shots. The same way I don't think he posed a threat to hit Jake with big, powerful shots. And because of that, Logan would be a little more free. It would probably end in similar fashion, maybe just a little later. I don't think that's a good fight for Logan right now. I think Gib is still making those levels, and after the Austin fight, should he win, then we can talk about what's next for him, but I don't think it's Logan.
It's been a good chat today. I've enjoyed it.
Bro, I said too much today, dude.
Sorry.
Whatever, clip it. Put it on, take it away, blogs.
I got it. Don't worry, Logan. I got you. Right here. Yeah, go ahead, Logan. Thanks. Appreciate that.
All right, that was
all right, man, there it is. Listen, a lot said from Logan right there, a lot to break down. My end thoughts on this, Logan is, like I said, he's feeling himself. Did he say too much here? Yeah, probably did, especially concerning the Floyd talk. Probably leaked Jake's fight, the confidence he's talking with, and it's bordering on cocky. I like it from Logan. I like to see this when he feels his best, when he feels his most confident, whether it's the Floyd or the KSI 1 fight in the beginning. He does have his best performances, and I think that's what Logan's going to have in his next fight, whoever it is. He can't afford to have another off night. Yeah, the loss to KSI didn't really damage him, but a loss to a guy like Dylan Dennis, Absolutely would. But you guys let me know what you think down below. Is Logan going to be fighting this year or at the beginning of next? Is he going to hop on a Jake undercard? Is he truly the best YouTube boxer? And can he beat Dylan Dennis and or Conor McGregor? I don't have those answers, but 2023 is probably when we'll get them. So, guess we'll find out.